Hello and welcome! Today I'm going to be showing you Minecraft and how to be better at survival games. Now I'm not saying I am the best Minecraft player or very good at PvP, but what I do have are a set of skills on how to become better at the survival games. Now it is impossible, almost literally, to be winning at every single survival game, just because of the RNG and the fact that sometimes you just cannot see where the guy's coming from. But with patience, practice, and a little bit of luck, you too can actually win survival games. Alright, my first tip is take a little bit of time and learn the maps. A lot of these freaking survival game maps are freaking huge. You literally can run from one end to the other and literally take about 5 minutes just to find your way. And sometimes it may take longer to even find the spawn. So my first tip to you is to take a little bit of time and run around. See, hey, most of these games even have spectate. You can actually watch what other people are doing. Also, by spectating, you can learn what different chests are, where people's favorite hideouts can be. Tip number 2 is you actually do run faster jumping or skipping. As you can see, this guy is smoking my ass. And while running can give you a slight advantage to go run around and grab a sword from a chest, running away like a pussy does nothing for you. Literally, you let me swat you. Now this guy here is doing a little bit of a strategic retreat. He ends up getting a sword later on. Now as you can see, he has gone and gotten the sword, but he still does not turn around to fight. Like many golfers will tell you, if you swing too softly, you will never hit the hole. It is always, if you swing too hard, you actually have a chance. If you do not turn around to fight, you stand no chance of winning. Alright, my next tip. It takes a long time to manually take care of your inventory. Shift clicking is a very fast way to take things out of chests and equip an item. Not only does this take extra time, but it also leaves you vulnerable. Your screen from the whole entire middle is covered, as well as you are not keeping your head on a swivel to see what else is around you. As you can see, this is a lot faster by shift clicking. Too mid or not too mid? That is the question. And while both have their disadvantages and advantages, running to the middle is very risky and gambling. You never know if there's going to be a sword or even an empty chest. You never know what you're going to get. My strategy usually is to either run in the middle if there's a small group, or to simply run away and find chests outside of the field. If you do go mid, I highly advise that you run away before the end of the grace period so that you give yourself time to put on equipment and not get swatted. If you do pass up the middle, you do run the risk of starving to death before you find a chest. Alright, and this leads to tip number 6 for those keeping count. You want to be out scavenging. You want to find food, armor, weapons. Now, weapons will depend on the server. So far, I haven't played on too many servers with bows. Those are usually on servers that have crafting. Now, servers with crafting do have a problem of their own. While you do have the ability to make your own supplies and equipment, it does, however, lead to people wanting to camp. And camping is a problem. But back to scavenging. One of the few things is you don't want to spend too much time running around. Running around does take up more energy. And unless you have a good steady supply of food, you will run out of food and die. What I recommend is that you only run at the very beginning to get some distance between you and the other players. I would advise at least just walking around, as it does conserve energy. So now you must be thinking, man, he's running around scavenging an awful lot. Looks like he is running around hiding. That is quite actually the opposite. As you can just see, it took me this long just to find a weapon. Just to give it a little bit of time, try and find a little bit of armor, before I decide to try and head out and find this guy. take a quick peek at a couple other chests to see if I can maybe find a little bit of better armor, or trying to find the guy in this game. This here is an example of how not to use an ender pearl. They are very good used preemptively to get up to a spot that is hard to reach or chests. However, it is not good to use while being hit, as it does do damage. Patience is my next tip, and this is a very important tip, as the fact that a lot of times you'll be running into people who team up, and the best way to deal with this is just simply wait it out. They will either get bored or forget the fact that there are more people in this game and kill each other off. Then all I have to do is go out and mop up the remaining stragglers. With a little bit of patience, you can divide and conquer. So as you can see, teaming up does have its pros and cons. You do have strength in numbers, however, this is a game to the last man standing. So just like anything, there's going to be times where you're going to get betrayed. You're just going to have to learn to deal with it. I would generally recommend the lone wolf approach. Trust nobody, especially if you do not have them on your vent, Skype, or TeamSpeak. Even then, this, like I said, this is the Hunger Games. You are doing a fight to the death. Another advantage to teaming up is the fact that there's more people out scavenging. This allows one person to go out and fight while the other person scavenges, and then switch when the other person finds a weapon. Like the ability to run faster while skipping, one thing I've seen that many people do not understand is that you do crit damage while falling. This is usually double the damage that you would normally do, and then it only occurs while falling, so it's not technically jumping as it is when you're free falling. Here we both have gold swords and about comparable armor, but yet I only take 2 hearts, or technically 2.5 hearts, while I end up killing this person. This deals with the crit damage. While I don't condone camping or hiding, one thing I do not see a lot of people do is the fact that you actually can sneak, and by sneaking it hides your name tag to the point where you have to be basically right up in front of you, and even then it is more transparent than normal. Like I said before, I do not condone camping. And all it does is it takes more time for people to wait for a new game to start, and all it does is just make you look like a pussy. Especially do not do it if you're going to end up talking shit, because then this shit happens to you. Also, by camping, it gives the other players a chance to run around and grab other supplies and more food. And as you'll see in the next little segment here, you'll see that this guy camps up on top of a freaking boat and just sits there. What ends up happening is he ends up starving half to death before coming out to the main island, where I kick his ass. Gonna go take the booty from the pirate ship. I don't think I've been out in this one yet.
Booty warrior. Wicked ways he's on his.
I see the dude, he's up on top. He's being a pussy. So basically, if this dude wants to just stand up there like an idiot, I'll just let him starve. Fuck him. bet he's getting hungry right about now. Most servers have a anti-camping thing in place with the lightning to show you where the players are once you get down to a certain number. So this is another reason why camping is also very ineffective. Instead of camping, try something out of the ordinary. Head straight at the guy. A lot of times you can catch people off guard, like, holy shit, did he just do that? Now, fighting unarmed players. Well, sometimes if I'm down to the last few people and I come across somebody that doesn't have a weapon, if I have an extra weapon, I will more than likely give it to him. This is up to you, as I've actually been killed by the person I've given the sword to. It's just luck of the dice. So it's up to you whether or not if you feel the need to kill an unarmed player. I really do not have any problem with this at the very beginning, as going for the middle, like I said, is a gamble. You never know what the hell you're going to get out of these damn chests. You may get fucking an apple, you might get fish, you might get shit. You may get a fucking iron sword off the bat. I do not know. This is something you have to risk if you go middle. That's why I recommend a lot of times spreading out and finding other chests throughout the map. Now, there are going to be times that you're going to be like, what the fuck just happened? And that's going to happen with a game that you have Connect Online. I'm going to be slowing this down and I'm just going to show you that he's smacking the living piss out of this kid. However, I could end up getting my ass beat. He even misses me and hits the grass right there. What the fuck? But, whatever. Good game, kid. You whooped my fucking ass. Alright, let's recap. First thing you want to do is learn the map. Second thing is you're going to run faster while skipping or jumping. Third is don't be a pussy and run, grab a weapon and fight. Fourth thing is learn that shift clicking is faster than taking care of inventories manually. 5 is after you've learned the map, learn where chests are and learn how to scavenge. 6 is learning whether or not if going midfield is for you or not. 7 is learning how to use end pearls properly. They do damage when you use them, so it's better to use them preemptively rather than after taking damage. Patience is often the best will to deal with double teams. 9 is teaming up can be good or bad. You gotta remember this is a fight to the last man. 10 is you go into stealth mode, your name tag is a lot smaller and more invisible. 11 is camping, and the fact that by camping you actually give players a chance to go out and scavenge, and it also shows you where you are with the lightning. 12 is dealing with unarmed players, whether or not you want to deal with that, and 13 is the strange shit you're gonna see dealing with online play. And while doing all of these does not guarantee a win, I guarantee you that you will see an improvement in your play. This has been Krylic, and it's been an honor. Remember, keep your head up, on a swivel, your ass down, and stay frosty, my friends.
Thank you.